Hello traders, welcome to another live trade stream. Sorry I wasn't able to stream yesterday because I had a really busy day teaching. I had a lot of lessons yesterday that I had to teach, so I couldn't stream it. Hi Balaji Gold, welcome to the live stream. And yeah, so basically this is what I do. Obviously I wasn't able to stream yesterday like I said because I had a lot of lessons with my students, so I couldn't really schedule the time properly. But we're back today anyway, and just to kind of give you a recap. So I've been, as you can see from the account, obviously, like I said, the link to the my FX book of this account that I'm trading, it's in the description down below. And I've been doing this for nearly a couple weeks now, and started off with a £500 account, and as you can see right now, we're well over 50% in terms of returns, and and obviously the plan was to come here and trade for you guys live every single time, pre-New York sessions. That's what I was planning to trade, but obviously like I said, I've got a whole day trading strategy that I use on the GBP USD. So we're talking about pre-UK session, post-UK session, pre-New York session, and post-New York sessions as well. And the only way I can kind of get a proper in terms of returns and everything to show you guys how how to trade using this strategy is obviously I have to kind of trade all the sessions really basically, and that's what I've been doing for the past week. And obviously at this moment in time I can only stream the pre-New York session for you guys, and but so this I've got a few trades that I've taken post UK session and also pre UK sessions today. So we're just gonna go through all the trades, and I've also posted this trade setup on my FX book on TradingView. Sorry, so if you guys are not following me on TradingView, head over to my TradingView because I've posted actually the last couple of setups that I've taken on this day trading using the GBP USD. And just to kind of recap, like I only trade GBP USD. That's the only currency pair that I do trade. The only currency pair that I do day trading with. And that's only because obviously like I said, I've studied the pattern for this GBP USD for the last 2 years, looked at the charts for the last 2 years, and be able to kind of identify the normal patterns that the market tend to make. And we're gonna go through the previous trades I've taken, and also I'm gonna try to explain the reason why I've taken a trade today. As you can see, I'm currently long in this currency pair, but I'm gonna go over to TradingView and explain the reasons why I took those trades. And because as you know, I don't like using MT4 platform because the platform is just so limited in its ability to kind of do proper analysis. So I'm gonna head over to TradingView right now. So we are on TradingView right now, and right now you can see even a lot clearer. And if you've been with me from the start, like we're talking about for the last couple of weeks that I've been streaming live, then you shouldn't have problem recognizing, or you shouldn't have problem in understanding why I've got these shaded sessions, because this just represents the UK session and the US sessions, because this is where most of my day trading activity happens. And so this morning I took a trade on a post UK sessions. Right there I went long, and I closed out my position somewhere here at the top. So let's just head over to my FX book so you can see those. Let me just refresh the page quickly. So this is my FX book. Like I said, this is the same account I've been trading for the past couple of weeks. Started off with just £500 deposit, $500 deposit. I've been trading this every single day, been streaming it. So if we head over to the history, and you're gonna see some of the trades that I've taken this morning. So these are the trades that I've taken. Actually, started off, pre-UK sessions. So these are the trades I've taken pre-UK sessions. All of them here, right there. So those are the three trades. I went long, ran about 136, 08, 05, 06. So round about here I went long, and I took my profit here because the way this strategy works is that every session the market behaves differently in every single session. However, there are some patterns that kind of tend to stretch out for the whole day, and this is one of those patterns where I expect this market to do nothing but continue going up. Now, even though on a higher time frame, I expect this market to go down. but it doesn't mean the market is just gonna, straight away is gonna turn and go down. The market has a way of especially when the market is in consolidation, it tends to, and we're gonna analyze, the market in a higher time frame, and you're gonna see. So I've taken that trade here, and I've closed the position right up there, and obviously the market has made one of my favorite patterns, which is I call it a straight pattern, and this is the kind of pattern that kind of tends to stretch out for the rest of the day. And by the way, do you guys that are watching in the live sessions, if you do have any questions or any currency pair you want me to analyze, just write it in the live chat, and I'm gonna get to them, obviously. But like I said, this is one of the patterns that I expect the market to stretch out for the rest of the day. And obviously the only thing that could change this is when New York officially opens, then we might get a little pullback. So this is what I expect this market to continue doing up until New York session, and then we might get a kind of a huge pullback before the market continues. So looking at this on a higher time frame, let's head over to the 4-hour time frame, and you're gonna see a bigger picture. So 4-hour time frame here, and so this is why I'm still short on the GBP USD, because we're coming into a zone where I think I've covered this zone in my previous live sessions, where I told you the market is expected to reverse between the 382 retracement and just before it gets to a structure level right up there. So this is the reversal zone. So anywhere in this zone, I expect the market to reverse and continue the bullish trend, the bearish trend. Now, it doesn't mean that's going to happen here. But every single time I get a short trading opportunity, I'll take a short trading opportunity. If I get a long trading opportunity, I'll take a long trading opportunity. But knowing in mind that at some point, this market will give me this move. And I'm going to be taking that trade when that happens. And you guys can witness it here in the live trading sessions. So, GBP USD. Long term I'm short, but short term, based on today's pattern, based on today's GBP USD daily pattern that I'm getting, I expect this market to continue. Probably we might be retesting these highs before the end of the day, and that is still at least 40-50 pips away. So I expect the market to retest those highs, and so let me just drop it down to the daily time. The 5-minute time frame, which is the time frame that I do trade. So I do expect this market to continue. So as you can see, like I said, I'm already long on this market, and I'm gonna show you guys the trade I've posted on TradingView, because I told you guys, if you follow me on TradingView, because I've actually posted the trade a lot earlier on TradingView today. So let's go over to my profile, and like I said, the link to my TradingView page is in the description down below. You guys can go and have a look. So this is a trade that I posted, and this is right after the market has confirmed the straight pattern, and this is my expectation in terms of where I expect this market to go for the rest of the day. And we're still somewhere at the entry level anyway. So we're gonna see how that trade plays out. And if you've missed the one I posted on Monday as well, this is the one I posted on Monday where I expected the market to give us a short trading opportunity, and we got that trade. As you can see the result of that trade on my FX book. If you head over to my FX book, link is in the description down below, and you're gonna see the history. You can go over through the history and look at the trades. But yeah, so usually at this moment in time, this is the time that I usually place a trade on this live stream. But like I said, because I'm already in a long trade, the market is giving me a long trade anyway, because I expect this market to give me a long trade. The only thing that's going to change that view is if the market comes back and I get a break below this level, then I'll probably start rethinking what I'm gonna do in terms of either probably closing my trades, but let's see how that's gonna play out. So like I said, welcome to the live stream, guys. If you have any questions, just drop it in the live stream and on the live chat really, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. But as you're watching today, like I said, I'm currently long, currently down almost $60. So but yeah, so that's what today's going to be. Today's just going to be a long trade, and we'll just see how the market is gonna kind of play out. Um, but yeah, so I'm expecting you guys to ask a lot of questions today, or if you have any kind of charts that you want me to analyze, then I'll go over that as well. I hope the stream, everything is okay with the stream. Um, me not so cruel at friend. Hello friends, thanks for all the information. You're welcome. You're welcome. And this is what I do here. Like I said, if you like what I do, if you're interested in trading or having someone that trades and just to follow it, just to kind of understand, then this is what I'm here for. So yeah, wait, I need to mute this mute tab. So let's watch over the trade on trading. I'm gonna just put the kind of to tell you which direction I'm in. I'm long on this currency pair, GBP USD. Ideally, I mean, this is the only thing that's gonna invalidate the whole trade. The market closing below this level is gonna completely change the direction of this market. But yeah, so this doesn't tell you where my stop loss or take profit is, again, because I don't use take profit. I don't use stop loss and take profits on my trades. As you've seen on my FX book, you're not gonna find any trade with stop loss or take profits. But yeah, so let's head over to the account. And on what time frames do you think is best to use advanced patterns? Advanced patterns, the higher the time frame, the better. If you're going to use advanced pattern on lower time frames, then you have to make sure the market is in consolidation, because you get better results if the market is in consolidation. But ideally, you want to use a time frame that's more than the 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour H4. But then obviously, if you're using those kind of time frames to trade, then you're more of a swing trader. So you have to kind of, first of all, you have to decide what kind of trader you want to be. If you want to be a day trader, then I would advise you to only trade advanced patterns when the market is in consolidation on lower time frames, because the trends are not really reliable on lower time frames. You can't really rely on the trends to be strong. But obviously, if you've got the capital to be a swing trader, because if you're going to be a swing trader, you have to have the capital to do that. So it's better if you kind of focus on the higher time frames, because advanced pattern are more effective in that way. That's a good question, by the way. Milos Sekula Rash. So what is there to do now? If you guys, like I said, if you guys are not asking questions or engaging, then I'm likely gonna make this stream a very short one. But it's gonna be at least an hour anyway. It's gonna be at least an hour. Let's see how this trade is gonna play out. And yeah, I've currently got, how many positions have I got open on this trade? I've got 1, 2, 3 different positions open. But obviously the biggest one I went in with a 0.4 lot. So that's the one that's probably giving me most of the loss that you see here of minus $56 currently. And yeah, so let's head over to TradingView and see, because I prefer, like I said, I prefer using TradingView to do my analysis or even follow my trades. And make sure, guys, you follow me on TradingView as well, because sometimes when I'm not able to stream live, because like I said, because I only stream the pre New York session for you guys here. So sometimes when I take a trade, the post or pre UK session, then I'm likely gonna post that trade on TradingView. So yeah, make sure you do follow me on TradingView. And yeah, so the plan is obviously to try and trade this for really, but really, guys, you don't have to. It's one of the things you have to learn in this trading is there's a lot of ups and downs in traders. There is a lot of, I mean, you guys that have been with me from the start, you have seen how the first week has been. Let me just bring up the statement for the first week. You see, this is my first week in streaming live trading for you guys. You don't see anything here but red, 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 red. Very rarely do you see a couple of profits. I mean, the first week of trading, I was down a drawdown of about 30%. So let me just kind of show you, paint you a better picture so you can see. So this is the first week of trading here, where I've had nothing but drawdown for the whole week, all the way up until 33%. Nothing but drawdown. But it's because the thing is that the reason I'm showing you this is because sometimes there's a lot of people, especially on YouTube or Instagram, that when they they only show you the good stuff. Like they only try to kind of show you the good stuff. They have an amazing week or an amazing month in trading, and they just try to show it off. But like I said, any trader can have an amazing week. Any trader can have a good week, a good month of trading. But you have to be able to do this consistently, because doing it consistently means you're gonna go through the ups and downs in tradings. And there's a lot of downs. There's good ups as well. But obviously the most important thing, you have to be consistent. Follow a strategy that works and trade it consistently. That's the only thing that's gonna get you out of any kind of, if you go through drawdowns, if you face drawdown, that's the only thing that's gonna get you through that. I mean, coming over here to this bottom of the page, I mean, I don't really count September because I only started trading towards the end of September. I only had one day of trading in which was a losing day, by the way. Why do you believe it is a long on GBP USD? Because of the patterns that I trade. I have that's what I'm saying. I said this before, like I've studied the GBP USD charts over the last 2 years, and I've managed to come up with 10 different patterns that the market makes on a daily basis. So it's all about identifying the behavior of these patterns. Now I'm not saying that every single time you see those patterns the market is going to give you a winning trade, but most often than not we're talking about close to 90%. And obviously eventually, like I said, once I've traded for a month, 2 months, you guys are going to be able to see the winning percentage. Currently it's on 59%. I mean, after the first week it was around what was it, 30%, 40%. But I always told people, do not look at the results over a week or over 2 weeks. Look at the results over a month, 2 months. You need to have enough data to be able to kind of see the pattern, because you have to be able to see the pattern. So again, the reason I believe is a long on the GBP USD is because of the daily pattern that I'm seeing today. But I already told you that on a higher time frame, I'm short on this market. I expect this market to go down. Probably we're gonna get that move next week or even starting from tomorrow. But based on today's pattern, the market is likely gonna go up and test these highs, which is around 36.70. So I'm not saying GBP USD is long for the next 2 weeks. I'm not saying it's a long trade, you should buy and hold. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying based on the pattern that I'm getting, I call it a straight pattern, and every single pattern that I trade has a specific rules that I follow when I trade that pattern. So based on the pattern I'm getting today, I expect this market to retest these highs. And looking at this market here, if the market does retest those highs, it's still gonna be within the zone that we spoke about. So we're looking at this. If you understand structure, that's what I'm saying. If you understand bullish, bearish structure and bearish markets and all of that, in terms of the rules that the market tends to stick to, we got an impulse leg to the downside, we got an outside return, initial structure low, the market comes in, new structure low. There you have a bearish structure. Now a bearish structure, the market will tend to respect the rules. Do you even know the rules of a bearish structure? The rules of a bearish structure, first of all, there's 3 different rules that covers a bearish structure. So this looks like this makes me feel like I'm back doing my lessons. But anyway, I'm gonna explain that to you. I'm sure I've made a video somewhere on YouTube that explains this structure, because if you don't understand this structure, you shouldn't even be a technical trader, right? So I'm just gonna abbreviate. I call that the starting point. to understand what a bearish structure is, we have a starting point there. Initial structure low, ISL, outside return, OR, new structure low, NSL. Now, like I said, based on the rules that governs a bearish structure, there's 2 rules for the outside return and there's 1 rule for the new structure low. The 2 rules for the outside return is that the next outside return must not touch or go beyond the previous outside return. So the market is on the verge of forming a new outside return. Now this outside return must not touch or go beyond, because if it does that, that completely invalidates the bearish structure. The market is telling you something, that it's about to change direction. So now the second rule of the outside return is the fact that the new outside return must touch at least the 382 retracement. So and effectively what we're saying, this is a 382 retracement here. What we're saying is this market has a zone that it needs to stay. So it needs to stay within this zone. As long as the market stays within this zone, this market is bearish. As long as it stays within this zone. Then expect the next move to be another move that will create a new structure low. So that's why I said I'm still bearish on this market. But based on the current structure, current daily pattern, I expect this market to go up. And so when we talk about but then you have to realize, when it comes to the market tends to spend a long time in the market tends to spend longer in consolidation than it does when it's trending. So consolidations do take time. So currently right now this market is still in consolidation. Now how long we're going to stay in that consolidation, nobody knows, because no one can ever predict when a consolidation is going to end. This market can do this for the next 3 weeks before it drops. It can do that. You cannot predict when that consolidation is going to end. But I can tell you guys, as long as if the market stays and obeys the rule of the outside return, then it's definitely gonna go down. Tomorrow, Friday, it's gonna start going down tomorrow or Friday or even next week. And also you have to understand the midweek reversal. And this is something I've already covered in one of my live streams. I think I even uploaded a video about that on YouTube. The midweek reversal is very important in understanding this strategy as well. So, like I said, if I'm gonna kind of, I mean, I've already covered one of the patterns that I do trade for you guys as well. I think it's in one of my live streams. I can't remember which one. But if I'm gonna explain these patterns that I trade and why I take the trades that I trade for you guys, we're gonna be having live streams for the next 6-7 months, because that's how so much details it is in every single pattern. There's so much details that need to be followed, so much rules that need to be followed. Just like I showed you the rule of the bearish structure, every single thing I do with this trade, with this daily trading pattern on GBP USD, and you can only use this strategy on the GBP USD, nothing else, because every single market behaves differently. This is just for the behavior of the GBP USD. So, so I hope I've answered your question on Yebuchi Akaniro. I hope I've answered your question correctly. So anyway, let's go back to the 5-minute chart and bring in and see what the market is doing. So yeah, and even trying to understand, I mean, there's a even looking at this particular structure, one thing that you can apply to this market is the fact that what I just showed you in terms of bullish and bearish structure. Yeah, in terms of bullish and bearish structure, just analyze the structure of this market here. Leg move up, starting return, new structure, initial structure high, outside return, new structure high, outside return, new structure high, outside return. Notice that this is not symmetrically perfect. The market doesn't care about being perfect. The market cares about obeying rules. The market cares about sticking to rules. And the rules I just showed you regarding the bearish structure, that's the rule that the market is going to stick to. Unless, like I told you at the beginning of this stream, that if the market breaks this, then we have a potential problem where the market is about to give us a sign. It's about to communicate to us, but it doesn't mean that it's going to break this and just go down completely. No, the market is, 90% of the time, once the market breaks a structure, it will take a breather. It will retrace before it continues down. So, okay. So next question: are you bullish on Bitcoin? Bitcoin. So let's have a look at Bitcoin then. I think I've analyzed Bitcoin on a few of my live stream, but let's have a look at Bitcoin. Go over to the start off on the weekly chart. Well, the first thing you can say about Bitcoin is the fact that Bitcoin is bullish. I don't think anybody is gonna argue looking at this chart. The market is bullish, 100%. But do I think that this market is gonna continue going off like that? Based on my knowledge of structure, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I have to remind you as well that this is cryptocurrency we're dealing with. Cryptocurrency tend to not respect structure sometimes. They tend to do crazy things. I mean, if you're in the crypto business, if you know about cryptocurrencies, you should know that. So this is what I expect the market to do. I expect the market to come back from here and break this low before we go up, because this is going to complete a classic 1 2 3 correction. But you have to remember as well that I told you, when the market is in correction, it can give you complex corrective patterns. If you're familiar with then I'm bearish. Yeah. Well, you could say that, but I wouldn't sell it. Definitely, I wouldn't sell Bitcoin. If I have a long position of Bitcoin, I wouldn't sell it, because this market is gonna go up 100%. It's just that there is a potential for the market to actually give you a corrective pattern. And remember what I said: when the market is in correction, that takes longer than when it's trending. So look at this move, for example. This last upward move that we had on Bitcoin, that took 168 days. Currently, the market is in correction, and this correction has already taken 224 days. So if this market is gonna form it's likely gonna form a 1 2 3 corrective pattern, but it could get complex. It could be a 1 2 3 4 5 way. It could be an expanding flat. The market can even come and break this high, come back down, and then make you a corrective pattern. Like, if you're familiar with wave analysis, then you should be familiar with the so many corrective patterns the market can make. If this ABC pattern 74K. What do you mean that? ABC pattern. But what you have to realize is that even if the market comes and break this structure, even if it breaks this structure, it's not gonna just go up straight away in a straight line. It will pause. It will, this is, like I said, language of the forex market, understanding structure. So if I'm not in Bitcoin, I wouldn't sell it. And if I'm not in it, all I have to do is just wait, because you're probably gonna get a better chance to buy Bitcoin when it comes down and break this low. If not, even if the market breaks, do not fall into that trap of fear of missing out. Understand structure. If the market breaks that, it will take a pause. It will correct, and then you're gonna get a perfect opportunity to go long. You're probably gonna go long at the same place that you're thinking of going long. Because if you wait until the market breaks and you go long, and that's gonna happen, and that's gonna put you through all the emotional, stress of trading. So yeah, that's my view on Bitcoin. So if you're not in it, just wait. The market will give you an opportunity to go long. It will give you an opportunity to go long. The market is bullish. If do that feel below, I will be short. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I would advise everyone, if the market comes and break this low, I would advise everyone to buy Bitcoin. I don't know if, like I said, if you guys follow me on TradingView, I've made the prediction of Bitcoin doing this. Where did I make it? Okay, I'm gonna show you the chart in a minute. I'm gonna show you the chart in a minute. But if you follow me on TradingView, I made this after the market came and broke this structure here. I mean, not, I wouldn't even call it structure, but this is based on a contraction expansion strategy that I trade. I made a prediction that we're gonna get this move. No, wait, hold on, hold on, this is the wrong place. So after the market made this move, I predicted this move and this move on TradingView. Again, that's why I say if you don't follow me on TradingView, you wouldn't know this. So let's have a look at that prediction on TradingView. Hopefully, it's still gonna be around. Let's go. Let's go. Where is it? Triple. This one. You see? This is back when Bitcoin broke. That's again. This is all about understanding structure. The market made a nice bearish market right there, respecting. If you look at every single outside return, it's respecting the rules that we just covered right now. The market went up and broke that structure. When the market does that, it's never going to go up straight in a line. 90% of the time, it's going to correct. And this is the prediction I made. Bitcoin is going to come all the way down to around 5,000. And that's the point where you need to buy. You see that this is it's all about its structure. It's just understanding structure, nothing else. So when I tell you about market sticking to structures, you really have to, if you don't have knowledge on structures, you have, that's the first thing as a technical trader. This is the first thing you need to strive to learn. You have to strive to learn to understand how to read market structure, because everything, the proof is in the pudding. Everything about trading, technical analysis, is to do with structure. Oh, Sarkan, you said if the market does fill below, you're gonna be short. Okay, well, that's gonna be a risk you're gonna be taking. I'm not gonna lie. But then again, like I said, cryptocurrencies have a way of, they can do things like that. They can behave in a way that is not normal. So if you're gonna be taking a short, it's gonna be a risky short that you're gonna be taking. Because right now, I wouldn't advise anyone to short crypto, to short Bitcoin, especially. I wouldn't advise anyone to do that. So yeah. Any more questions that you have? And as we wait for this market to do what it's gonna do, and yeah, it looks like it's just it's correcting. So let's see what the plan of the market is going to be for today. On what percentage should the C leg butterfly pattern be? Have you not seen the tutorial video that I've made? I've got a video of I've got a tutorial video on the butterfly pattern. you should probably go through my videos. You're gonna see all the rules that um, that you need to follow for a butterfly pattern. But like I said, this advanced patterns, this you're gonna find different. I can't tell you, you know, this you're gonna the things that you're gonna find different. There's different ways that people kind of trade advanced patterns, and they follow different rules, different percentages, and everything. So there is no right or wrong. I wouldn't say this. It just depends on what you've traded and what the results you've got from trading consistently using that rules that you follow. So so even if I tell you something right now, don't take that as you know what it should be, because like I said, if you know about advanced patterns, I mean, you're gonna see that a lot of people trade advanced patterns differently, and so so yeah, it looks like this market is coming back to break this. Hasn't broken it yet, but it's probably gonna do that, and I will minimize some of my losses on my position, and see, because like I said, if the market is gonna go down, um, I don't think it's gonna go down this route, and there's only a 10% chance that the market will just do this. A 10% chance of that happening. The market is likely gonna break. If it breaks this level, then it will give you a little correction before it goes down. So yeah, now I'm currently down $100. $132 has strong support. GBP USD. 132 is a long way away from. Yeah, I mean, I'm bearish on a higher time frame, and I think I've already done an analysis where if the market does, you know, start going down, I think, yeah, probably around 132 is the area I would be looking for. Let me just try and see if you're talking about the same area. This is the area I'm looking at. Yes, so you're probably right. Yeah, it's around 132. I'll have it at around 133, but yeah, you're right. We do have a strong support there. That's the area I expect the market to go to anyway, because I've done an analysis on this already in some of my live streams. So yeah, there's no doubt that we're gonna the GBP USD is bearish on a higher time frame. There's no doubt about that. Around 28, 50% Fibonacci retracement. Yeah, you're probably right. But don't I hope you don't use Fibonacci to trade. I just hope you don't use Fibonacci to trade. 50%, yeah, 128, because you can't tell exactly which. I mean, the market is always gonna stop, or is gonna find support at one of the Fibonacci numbers, either 618, 382, or 50%. But you can't use Fibonacci to. You have to. I mean, if you use it in combination with other strategies, then yeah, it's fine. You can use that, but yeah, I mean, definitely, you're right. The market is bearish on a higher time frame. We know that, but the market is currently in consolidation. So and I think what's gonna happen is, if I apply the rule of the midweek reversal, I think we are gonna start getting that bearish move from tomorrow or even Friday, and that should carry on through Monday and Tuesday. If you don't get that, like I said, we're gonna get a bearish move. Obviously, certainly in the next few days, we're gonna get bearish move, because you can see even though the market is in consolidation, it's approaching kind of the top end, the top range of that consolidation channel. So if we get a what I'm hoping the market will do today based on the pattern. Like I said, we could go and test that level, and then probably Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna get this move here. What's happening to the dollar index? The dollar index, it's this is another currency, another chart that I analyzed in my last in the previous streams, where I looked at this. Was it on a daily chart? Probably on a daily chart. Yes, I looked at this market on a daily chart where we've just broken structure, and I told people, be careful, the market will correct. This market will correct before it goes up, and that's probably one of the reasons why. Part of the reason why I think the GBP USD currency, the US dollar currency pairs are probably gonna show strength in the next day or two until we get this correction, and then we'll see what the market is gonna do. Monthly DXY, I see inverse head and shoulder. Do you see that? So back to DXY we go. Looking at the monthly chart, and you see an inverse inverted head and shoulders. I don't know what you're looking at. I don't think I see what you're looking at. If you're looking at this as the head, you're looking at this at the right shoulder. I mean, if this was probably, why are you looking at this? So you think the market is gonna come back down to the left shoulder before it goes up? Okay. That's gonna be a huge drop though. The market will have to. Do I see that happening? I don't really see that happening. I see this as a corrective pattern. Impulse left, corrective pattern. I see this market making another leg move and probably retest this highs. Because you have to try and look at what other USD currency pairs are doing, especially dollar yen. Especially dollar yen. Dollar yen is doing nothing but going up now, and we're not gonna see any kind of probably minor pullbacks, but this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna go all the way up to that level. So I think in terms of DXY, I don't think it's gonna come down any soon. And that's one of the reasons why, if you look at the GBP USD on a higher time frame, is bearish. Euro higher time frame is bearish. Aussie dollar higher time frame is bearish. Like all the GBP USD currency pair are bearish on a higher time frame. So on the top down, what are you talking about? Let's go back again. Weekly or monthly, you said, right? You need to clarify what are you talking about this? Because if you're talking about this, like I said, I don't see this happening. This is very, very unlikely to happen. Based on the structure, it's very unlikely for this to happen. I see this happening more than anything. I see this as a corrective pattern, complex corrective pattern. I see this happening and retesting these highs. This is what I see on dollar indexed. And a lot of the dollar currency pairs are gonna back that up. So dollar is likely gonna be bullish. Or dollar is bullish. Currently dollar is bullish. So I don't think you're gonna see any kind of a down move. $128, 120, 100. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 120, 122. $28. And 100. Are you talking about this? I really can't see what you're seeing, but anyway, I've given you my analysis of the dollar index. Whatever you're seeing in terms of the pattern, this is what I think is this. To me, this is just a corrective pattern, and the market will go up and touch that high at 120. That's the next move of the dollar index. That's the next move I see from the dollar index. There might be a pattern that I just can't see, and you can see it. But I draw a trend line from that pick. From what peak can you expect? Okay, let's try and clarify what you're trying to communicate. Let's do this for the last time. If I get it, I get it. If I don't get it, I don't get it. So where is your left shoulder? Is this your left shoulder? I'm guessing this is your head. Okay, left shoulder, head. So you expect your right shoulder to be somewhere here, right? So I'm expecting this move to complete the right shoulder. Is that what you're expecting? Draw a trend line. Trend here. Do you want a trend line from here? Is this a trend line you want? From the top. Yeah, that's the top. Okay. So you think the market, because it's come to this trend line, then it's likely gonna come back down and complete the right shoulder. Okay, well, like I said, this I don't see this move happening. Yeah, of course it could actually we can get a move from based, to be honest with you, based on the structure. Like I said, I'm seeing. I'm gonna repeat myself again. This is a structure that is likely gonna break that trend line. The trend line doesn't mean, we have to realize trend line doesn't mean anything in trading. Doesn't mean anything in trading. because right now there's so many factors that are just pointing to dollar strength. There's just so many factors. You cannot give me one factor technically that tells me that dollar index is going to weaken. There isn't one. But anyway, let's move on. I see the point you're trying to make, and it makes sense technically, like I said. Uh, but based on, if you look at other dollar currency pairs, then you're likely not gonna see that move happening. Simply because every single dollar currency pair is showing weakness, and so unless something drastically change, but then this is forex. I mean, you can never say anything with 100% certainty. There's always something that can happen and change the whole view. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sarkan. You got a Turkish name. I'm guessing you're Turkish. I have a lot of Turkish friends. I can even speak a little Turkish, and people tell me my Turkish accent is quite good. Exodus Decipher. Good day to you all. Thank you, Exodus. I hope you're having an amazing day as well. Ah, Serkan. Merhaba kardeşim. Nasılsın? Living in Argentina, so you speak Spanish as well. Do you speak Spanish as well? Or you just speak Turkish and English? Si, senor. Wow, look at you. That's very good, man. So you're a man of many languages. I've always wanted to learn Spanish, but yeah, hopefully I'll find time to do it, because yeah, Spanish is I think it's the second most spoken language in the world, if I'm not mistaken, because most of South America and Spain, especially South America, I think the majority of the countries there speak Spanish. Dale, dale. Do you like do you like the Spanish culture then? Do you like the Spanish music, Spanish freestyle, like rap culture? I'm a huge fan of Spanish freestyle, you know. But maybe you're not a rap fan. You're not a fan of, rap music and stuff. So, oh, you like Spanish freestyle? Interesting. You know the freestyle I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about things like the FMS International League, and all of that. Argentina. I mean, they have some really really good freestylers. Oh, interesting. So you're familiar with Trueno, Wasito, Stewart, Clan. Can you share a light for share a link for what? Oh, you're talking about the Spanish freestyle. Well, if you're a fan of Spanish freestyle, then you would know the rappers that I just mentioned right now. You would know them. If you're a fan of Spanish freestyle, you would know about Trueno, Wasito, Replic, Kasha, Mesha. You would know all of that, because they're the biggest Spanish freestylers in South America, and they compete in the league. They have a league, like a league every year that they compete in. So I do watch that. I like watching it because I like rap battles. Anyway, if for those of you that are just joining us, this is I've taken a long position on the GBP USD trade, and so my analysis for today, based on the pattern that I've got from my day trading strategy on the GBP USD, is that I expect this market to continue going up for the rest of the day, and the next level that's likely going to stop at is we have a kind of a resistance level on a 4-hour chart, which I've already pointed that out. So um, so far the market has just been correcting. I'm long on it. I'm already down over 90, well, $73 now on this account that I've been trading for you guys, which you can see the link in the description. You can see I've already taken a couple of trades this morning, so you can check that out. And also on TradingView, can I share a link? Okay, I'll try and let me see if I can find a link for you. What's the pattern? It's called a straight pattern. You're not gonna find that anywhere if you Google it on YouTube or anywhere. You're not gonna find that pattern because it's one of my patterns that I trade. I've got 10 different patterns that I use on the GBP USD, and those patterns are developed from studying the behavior of the charts for the last 2 years. So I name them personally. The names I see fit that describes what the pattern is about. But every single pattern, like I say, has really strict rules that must be followed in order to understand what the market is going to do on that particular day. And those patterns cover the pre-UK session, post-UK session, pre-New York session, and post-New York sessions. So because here I only trade the pre-New York session for you guys, so like I said, if you follow me on trading, I've started posting the trade setups for all the patterns that I trade, and I've already posted a couple of trades. And yeah, so and I've even explained one of the patterns, the London drop pattern, on one of my live trading streams. I think the London drop pattern, I explained that on the stream that I did on Friday. Was it on Friday? Thursday or Friday? It might be on Thursday. I explained the London drop pattern. So like I said, I can't, if I'm gonna explain all the patterns to you guys, this is gonna take, you know, a really long time basically to understand those patterns. So if that's something, you know, just follow me on TradingView, or you can get one of my courses. I'm not the one that's ever gonna try to sell courses to people. I'm not. I let people just watch what I do, and they can judge it for themselves. But if you want to learn the patterns that I do trade, then yeah, you can find the link to my website in the description down below. So let me try and send this kind of link to Spanish rap battles. Let's see. But yeah, that's what the pattern is called. The pattern is just called a straight pattern. Okay, Serkan, I'm sending you the link. That's the link to a Spanish rap battle, the one I watched recently. And they have English subtitles, so I don't speak Spanish, like I said, but I watch the subtitles, and guys, don't click on that link if you're not a fan of Spanish freestyles and all of that and rap. Yeah, I have never heard of this. Yeah, of course, you've never heard of it. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. You can Google it, and you're never gonna find it. And there's also a pattern I covered. Like I said, if you check out my Thursday stream, I explained one of the patterns that I do trade called the London drop pattern. That is probably the best pattern. That pattern will save you years of pain. But all these patterns, you can only apply it on the GBP USD, nothing else. Rica ederim Serkan. So yeah, Exodus Cypher. Yeah, you're never gonna hear any of my patterns that I do trade. I have so many patterns that I trade. I have, you know, post New York rally. I have you know, there's so many. Like I said, I've got 10 different patterns that I do trade, and those patterns each have their own behaviors. I think I traded this trade pattern as well on, was it on Friday last week? No, not last week Friday, the Friday before. I traded a straight pattern as well, a trade that turned out, I mean, if you even watched that stream, I looked at in that stream, from the beginning I told you, not the market is not going to do anything but go up. So let me see if I can go back to that pattern for that day. I think it was on a Friday. It must be on a Friday. Yeah, this is, I think this is, no, this is not the pattern. That's not no, this is the pattern. So this is a straight pattern, another straight pattern that I traded on Friday last week. I went in long here. The market was going to do nothing but go up. So this is a similar pattern we're getting here. But like I said, sometimes the pattern are not gonna, like, you know, behave in exactly the same way, but they're gonna reach the same target. At the end of the day, this market is gonna end in on a high, somewhere at the top. So this is another straight pattern, but what we're getting currently is more like, it's more choppy, but it's still a straight pattern. I can go into details into explaining what makes a straight pattern, but like I said, that's going to be a discussion for another day. Exactly, yeah, that's from long-term experience. It's from long-term study and experience. You know, there's a lot of study that went into this, so that's what I'm saying. It's not something I can just explain in a few minutes. It's something that's gonna take out. That's why, like I said, I've got courses on it that teach people how to kind of these patterns. And it's not even about knowing the pattern. Even if you know the pattern right now, you still can't trade it the way I trade it, because there's so many things. Like this strategy combines a lot of things. It combines almost every single thing that I've went through when I was learning how to trade. So there's so many bits and pieces of every strategy that, you know, kind of all combined into this pattern. So it's a pattern really that combines everything in, you know, technical trading that you can think of. We're talking about, you know, things like sometimes involving the use of RSI as well. And so if you understand these patterns, you're going to be able to know when the RSI is completely useless. By the way, RSI is the only indicator that I use, but like I said, sometimes it's useless. The market can be overbought and the market is still going to go up. So, and that happens when you have a straight pattern. When you have a straight pattern, the market can be overbought and the market will keep going up on that day. So but like I said, there's so many things, you know, involved in this pattern. But I've already explained one of them, the London drop pattern, in one of my videos, like I said. So if you guys refer to one of, I can't remember exactly which stream it was, but I did explain that pattern there. And the only thing that you have to just watch out when you're trading straight pattern is the fact that when it comes to so if we do get a reversal here, when we get to the New York session, the market tends to give you a pullback really. And when I have time, listen to Turkish rap. Okay, I would like to have, if you can send me a video of a Turkish rap with English subtitles, then I would like to, because I just don't listen to rap because they're rapping. I want to be able to see content. I want to be able to understand what they're saying, because that's what rap is about. I'm not the type of person that listen to music just because the music is nice, you know. The reason I like Spanish Free, because I like rap battles. In Spanish Free side, if you listen to the rap battles, you're gonna see how they kind of they're very clever, because it's all about creating punchlines and trying to disrespect your opponent as much as you can. I mean, I fell in love with rap battle after watching 8 Mile, and I watched you know, Eminem. I'm sure everyone knows who Eminem is, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I think I need to go and make myself a smoothie because I'm starting to feel hungry. But like I said, I'll leave the stream running. I'll just go make a smoothie and come back. So probably, if I'm probably gonna go quiet for about 5 minutes. So if you do have, like I said, any questions, just put them on the live chat and I'll answer them. But the stream is still gonna be running, but I need to go downstairs and make a smoothie for myself. Okay. Yeah, so this market has broken the structure that I've been watching. So there's going to be a potential problem here. I'm going to close a little bit of my position. I don't think we're going completely down, but let's see the reaction, how the market is going to react to that level. I still think it's going to go up based on the fact that this is the most important level here. But breaking this level tells me something. So if the market does retrace back up, I will be closing. Is my mic on? Oh yeah, it is on. So yeah, I could potentially be taking a huge loss today. Yeah, so it turned out to be a it's like it's gonna be one of those fake breakouts. But let's see. I've already taken a huge loss off. How much? A huge loss of $74. If the market comes back, because this is looking to be like just a fake out. If it comes back above this level, I will re-enter. I mean, I've still got positions on the trade, so sometimes it's always better to kind of just protect yourself a little bit, protect your capital a little bit, and then see what the market is going to do. We got some news coming out at 1:30, so that's likely going to give us some more volatility, but we'll see. Just to have a look at my FX book, because that loss will be updated here. It's going to be updated in a minute's time, because this updates every 5 minutes, so you should be able to see the position that I closed and how that's going to change this outlook, because we're going to come back down to what, about 25%. Yeah, right about that amount, 25-30%. It's going to be it's going to be at least, yeah, 30%. So it's going to come back to down to about 30% once this updates. Yep, there you go. So 36% returns, and the loss has now been added to the history. So as you can see it there, Lost the whole chunk percent, 10%. That's what you're gonna see here, guys. Transparency. There's nothing to kind of hide. That's what you're gonna see. Transparency, because this is the reality of trading. It's not, even though I'm in a pattern where I still believe this market is gonna go up and make another high. But I have to be aware of the market communicating. I have to be aware of that. And this is a sign of communication. It could just be, like I said, when the market breaks this structure, it doesn't go down straight away. 10%. There's only a 10% chance that the market will just head straight down. There's an 80% chance the market will correct before it drops, and there's a 10% chance that the market could end up going all the way high. So I just have to see how the market is going to react in the next few minutes up onto 130, because 130, that's when we get the news coming. And so yeah. Again, guys, if you're just joining, if you do have any questions, let's hear your questions. I'm still long on this trade, even though I've just closed part of my position for a loss, simply because the market has kind of broken structure here. But this could just be a fake out, because that's one of the things you have to do when you're doing day trading on a lower time frames. Even though the overall structure of this market still hasn't changed, but this is enough to kind of put doubt in my mind as a trader. So I've minimized the size of the position. I've taken a loss on that one, and you can see the result on my FX. I just head over because we started off around 50%, so we're back to 36% right now. And just go over to the history, and you're gonna see that this is the first loss I've taken in over how many trades. But it's a big one, so it's a big loss. So yeah, so now we just have to kind of see what this market is gonna do. We got some fundamentals coming in at 130, so I still expect this to happen, but now I'm a lot less kind of confident in the trade than I was before. But nevertheless, I'll still be, re-entering with a, a lot bigger position once the market closes above that high. So we just have to wait and see. Yeah. So always, guys, this is what I do. I mean, every single day I do this live streaming, trading patterns on the GBP USD. Patterns that I've discovered myself through research, looking at charts over the last 2 years, and you can only apply those patterns on the GBP USD. And I do post some of my trades on TradingView as well. So if you don't, follow me on TradingView, you're probably not gonna see that. So, and yeah, if you have any questions or any charts you want me to analyze, just put them on the live chat, and I'll get back to you guys. So let's see how this market is gonna play out. I think 130 we're gonna get some volatility at in about 15 minutes time. Hi, Dark Banky. Yeah, nice profits, but looks like today might not be one of those good days. But anyway, let's see. We're gonna find out in the next 12 minutes. We're gonna find out in the next 12 minutes. This is one of my favorite patterns, the straight pattern that I usually take more risk than I usually do on all my trades. But that's because this pattern has probably a 90%, 95% success rate. But we'll see. Okay, I think this is done. This trade is done. So I'll probably liquidate all my positions, and this is the last kind of. So guys, you can see I've closed the majority of my position. I've only got one position open, and only because, like I said, this is the right result. But I'm not gonna wait and see if the market is gonna get there or not. Um, so I'm just gonna wait for the account to update. It's probably gonna take me back all the way down to 20%, just over 20%. Well, let's see. Okay, let's see. Should update by now. Not yet. Hi, what do you think about the ICP price project? Do you want me to analyze the ICP chart? Is that what you want me to do? Because I can definitely analyze the chart for you. It's not something I follow, but anything with a chart I can analyze it. Okay, so we're gonna get some volatility now, and this is gonna decide what's gonna happen with my final position. If the market comes and break this structure, then I do expect us to trend down for the rest of the day. Um, okay, so let's see what the reaction is gonna be. I don't care what the news is. I don't care what the because I never pay attention to that. I just need volatility, because at the end of the day, news is always gonna have a short-term impact, not a long-term impact on the direction of a trend. Okay, I think the market is nearly, and I'm out of this trade as well. So that's it for the pre New York session. Obviously, I will be trading again during the New York session, but the direction of this trade has completely changed, because I would expect a little correction here, and then I'll be shorting this market in the New York session. So obviously, like I said, if you guys want to see the results of the current trade, I mean, it's all updated on my FX book, and the link is in the description down below. Guys, back to 25%. So it's been a bad pre New York session trade today. So you can see all the trades that have closed right now, and we're back on just $200 profit for the month. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna end this stream right now, and hopefully if you guys are gonna join me tomorrow for another stream, same time, of course.